Hello and welcome back to naturaltouch YouTube channel. I am Hasnain Abbas, alternative treatment practitioner here at naturaltouch Clinic, Shipley, West Yorkshire. Today's video is a very important video of the series of videos I've been making every week. Today's video is how fasting can kill the cancer cells. It's called Fasting Killing the Cancer. Keep watching this video for your own health and well-being. Let me begin with my usual greeting, Assalamu alaikum, which means peace and blessings of Allah be upon you. I start from the 99 names of Allah. The most beautiful name is Ism-e Azam, meaning the greatest name of Allah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, which means I start in the name of Allah, the most gracious, most merciful. And remember, all health, all shifa comes only from Allah. The principle of dieting is diet for preventing cancer should be different from diet you would go on for any other diet means. So there are different dieting mechanisms in treating cancer treatment. In the treatment of cancer, there are different mechanisms which devised by myself. I have worked on it for years and years and years and come up with one formula. Mechanism involves, let's see how fasting can help you. The natural holistic approach. Fasting is the oldest therapy known to mankind. Hippocrates talked about it, about massive benefits of fasting. There are fasting strategies for cancer. Cancer cells used to be your normal cells. However, these normal cells start to become damaged, the mitochondria. It is very important to address the differences between cancer cells and normal cells. Cancer cells originate from normal cells. What happens is that certain things in your cell become damaged. The mitochondria are the energy factory of the cells, produces all the energy for your body, the mitochondria. So what happens is that your body starts to switch over its metabolism to different ways of burning fuel. It starts to ferment sugar, turns into cancer and becomes highly hungry for glucose to feed the cancer cells growth. So the sugar, the fuel for cancer growth, is spreading in your body. This cancer cells has mortality, which means that your normal cells die and regenerate. But the cancer cells remain mortal and continues to proliferate in the body. Cancer cells grow faster than normal cells and spread faster in the body. There are a number of mechanisms within the body's framework. Number one is fasting. It starves off your glucose. You're not eating, there is no glucose. This actually prevents cancer cells growing, fasting, absolutely. And it starves the cells to death. This was discovered by Professor Otto Warburg, who won the Nobel Prize in medicine, that fasting is the way to killing the cancer. The mechanism too is certain cells live on amino acid called glutamine, as well as another amino acid called arginine. As many foods contain these both types of amino acids from your food. So when you are fasting, you prevent these feed of cancer cells and you're depriving the cancer cells due to the very act of fasting. There are medicinal glutamine inhibitors. These are called DON, that inhibits glutamine, and natural way is absolutely simple, green tea. That's right, you've heard it right, green tea. With these phytonutrients inhibitors is called EGCG, blocking the glutamine, creating an anti-cancer effect in your body. This is outstanding, green tea. You don't need to avoid glucosamine if you don't have cancer, which is fine, you can eat like normal people. Therefore, only people with cancer need to avoid glucosamine. For my cancer patients, I have different programs for diet people with obesity problem. for cancer patients, there's a diet program. It is a must, and they must follow my instructions. As long as it takes to cure them, they must follow my instructions to the full. 1, do not eat high protein diet. Very simple. 2, just do low protein diet. Those were the mechanism 2. Mechanism 3 is amazing. This is called autophagy. What autophagy means is self-eating. That's what it is, a self-eating mechanism, autophagy. It's a survival mechanism. What this means is that your body is now eating up damaged proteins and recycling them into new proteins as well as fuel. So autophagy is an alternative fuel source of the body. This is what the process of fasting involves. The autophagy kicks in from 16 hours of fasting to 18 hours, 20 hours, outstanding performance of your body during fasting time. Autophagy it also degrades waste products, which means it recycles damaged proteins. It repairs and cleans the body from oxidative state. It shrinks tumors. Outstanding. This is breathtaking stuff, what I'm telling you. It can actually inhibit cancer development. This is how the activity of fasting is all about. To enhance, increase your knowledge, let me give you more highly informative information. There are different types of autophagy. One, it is called mitophagy. That is the autophagy for the mitochondria. So your body starts to clean up, suppresses tumor growth, inhibits developments, prevents inflammations, as all cancer cells, cause of cancer is damaged mitochondria. Well, when you start fasting, you increase the mitophagy. Also, autophagy is very important and anti-inflammatory mechanism as cancer spread in an inflammation areas of your body faster. So really when the cancer is in metastatic state because your body is so inflamed. Number 2, also autophagy cleans out carcinogen. The carcinogen, these are things that promote and triggers cancer cells. Like all these pesticides, parasites, sprays in our farm industry, they use this. They get into our food chain. As we've seen the spread of cancers and all these illnesses coming up in society, it's not because we're ill. It's not because the viruses or germs are outside. No. It's because these pesticides and these parasite sprays is in our food chain, and these are the reason we are being ill. Number 3, there are certain conditions that damage the ability of autophagy and will not work when these are present. So the autophagy, the cleansing of the body, cannot take place, I tell you, in what type of people. 1, obesity. If you're obese, it's not going to work. 2, if you're drinking alcohol, alcohol destroys the body's mechanism. 3, being diabetic. 4, having viral infections. 5, having fatty liver. And 6, of course, the chronic inflammation. All these mentioned conditions will increase risk of cancer. All my patients have this state, one way or another, because the autophagy being unable to clean your body, this condition. Mechanism 4 is your immune system. What fasting can do to your immune system? Well, both the chemotherapy and radiation therapy, they both destroy your immune system. Your immune system is the key factor into preventing cancer as well as treating cancer. Another point of fasting, people who have had chemotherapy and radiation therapy, fasting actually inhibits further damage done by the treatment of chemo and radiation. So fasting helps reduce the damage. Your immune system has its own built-in mechanism to preventing the cancer. The curing the cancer by itself. It has its own mechanism. So the killer T cells directly kills cancer cells in the human body. Helper T cells kills the cancer, indirectly recruits certain white cells to killing the cancer. You know, the amazing thing about fasting is that fasting triggers stem cells in your body, in your body's bone marrow. So what happens is that when a person have had chemotherapy or radiation, like I've already mentioned, their immune system have been destroyed. Fasting actually prevents further side effects of this treatment. Wow, we've done this for 1400 years. Outstanding performance. During the month of Ramadan, our body goes through this autophagy. I'm sorry to say, but in the medical orthodoxy treatment, the professionals are not allowed to advocate any other treatment, including fasting, or they'll be struck out or sent to prison. That's the problem. Their hands are tied. They're not allowed to give you any advice on alternative treatment because of their own position, and they're not allowed. Let me tell you about mechanism 5. What mechanism 5 is? Hormones. There are 3 different types of hormones. One is called IGF-1. That's produced by the liver. That's the hormone that is a metabolic that makes the muscle bigger, and this hormone actually, if you have cancer, will spread the cancer. If you haven't, that it increases the muscle mass, so fasting decreases IGF. That's one of the mechanisms. The second hormone is insulin. This is an anabolic insulin. It's known to increase cancer. So the benefits of fasting is go down to 0 because autophagy doesn't kick in unless the insulin is 0. So keeping insulin low is very important. And that's what fasting does. It kicks the insulin into touch. That's why people with diabetes, they need to fast regularly. Mechanism number 3, estrogen. This in excess can cause breast cancer, by the way. Yeah, cancer of the uterus, cancer of the ovary. So it is advisable to limit the estrogen. Stop drinking and eating dairy products, soya products. These are high in estrogen contents. Especially the soya protein contains isolates. Birth control pills have them. They're high in estrogen. Hormone therapy has estrogen. We're asking for trouble. However, iodine, the sea kelp, is the very best for your control of estrogen in your body. It's really good for fibrocystic breast or ovarian cyst. Also, DIM, D-I-M. This is these are the cruciferous compounds from greens, very best, which you've seen my videos on greens, in my other videos of lymphatic controls, lymphatic nodes, how to treat the lymphatic drainage system. I will give you the page that shows you what greens should be. Mechanism 6, well, this involves inflammation. The more you cut down on inflammation, the less the risk of cancer. As cancer follows inflammation, as lots of people develop cancer from long-standing injuries. See people with injured shoulders and legs and whatever, inflammation kicks in, cancer kicks in. Of all the methods of getting rid of inflammation, fasting is top of the list in getting rid of any and all inflammation. Fasting also boosts antioxidant network in your body, minimizing the free radicals damage, lessening the damage to the mitochondria. Mechanism 7, ketones. So we have established the fact that cancer can live in the glucotamine and glucose and arginine it lives in. So what happens? So ketones provide the structure membrane for the cancer cells. So if you are just eating greens, this do not provide protection from the cancer itself. So ketones provide the membrane around the cancer cells. By the way, this new information in connection with ketone diet. So this is recently studies have come up with. So when you're fasting, you're creating what is known epigenetic effects, higher than just taking ketones, as this overrides the mechanism that is feeding the cancer. Absolutely simple, mind-boggling. There are a number of ways for my cancer patient. Listen to this very carefully. So there is another way of starving cancer cells. If you can't eat carbs, can't eat protein, can't eat fat, there has to be another door. Recent studies in Europe have come up with non-toxic way to block ketones. Absolutely. These recent studies in European countries have come up with remarkable results. Very positive results have come up with. These studies have come up with normal cells versus cancer cells. The pathways for cancer cells is only one door. That's right, one door. And it gets fed with ketones to feed its membrane. That's what the cancer cell needs. One door, one chemical pathway. So if you block off this pathway, you can actually starve and kill off all cancer cells membrane from its feed source. In contrast, the normal cell's membrane come from fatty acids and not just ketones. So the whole idea of this approach that I have created is to block this door of the cancer cells. This door is outstandingly simple. This door is what is called SCOT. That's right, SCOT. SCOT. This SCOT inhibitors both on orthodox medicine and in natural remedy pathways. Treatments recognized methods. These are tried and tested. These are inhibitors. Let me tell you what these inhibitors are. As part of my inhibitors, I have listed them, and then I will show you what the composition of it all. And this is my program. I have developed it through my research. I have developed this from my own knowledge for my cancer patients. These inhibitors, simple. Alpha lipoic acid tablets, capsules, which we sell, which I will give you the pricing on that. Garcicine, red algae, black seed oil, the one we have is outstanding. Garlic with phenophenachin. It's a combination I've made with garlic. These are all SCOT inhibitors that work synergistically to help starve the cancer cells of its raw material for its cellular membrane. This treatment is a doorway into treating all types of cancers. In light of the information I've just given you, which is there is more to come. My treatment is comprehensive recovery treatment. Here at Naturaltouch Clinic, we have produced our own cancer treatment advanced program. Let me show you this full course of my treatment, what it comprises. Let me show you the composition of my treatment for this amazing new formula that I've devised for treatment of cancer. This is alpha lipoic acid tablets. This 35 pounds is 120 days supplies. Number one. Number two, we move to, this is Carcinoma capsule. This 120 days supplies, and this is 25 pounds for 120 capsules. We then move on to black seed oil. This is pure extract oil, and this is 100 ml size, and this is 3 months supply, 35 pounds. We go on to the Wild Harvest Organic. This is composition of fenugreek and garlic. This is absolute outstanding. This is 25 pounds for 100 days supplies. Composition 7. This consists 7 wild grown mushrooms in the combination of compound structure together. Absolute pure antioxidant. This is 35 pounds for 100 days supplies. We move on to composition. Shall I take? This is again an organically grown compound, the mushroom, it is 35 pounds 100-day supplies. Move on to Cancer to Go. Cancer to Go is a combination of sumlu, curcumin, and damasa. Outstanding antioxidant. This is 35 pounds for 100-day supply. We move on to chaga. Chaga is in a world of its own. This is beautiful mushroom, again pure antioxidant. This is antibacterial, and this is 35 pounds for 100-day supplies. We move on to Rishi organic mushroom. This is Rishi. This is best treatment in cancer treatment. 35 pounds for 100-day supplies. Moringa extract, 3-month supply, 35 pounds. You take this under the tongue, 10 to 12 drops. 12 drops 3 times a day. Ashwagandha, 35 pounds for 3-month supply. You take 12 drops before bedtime every night. This is beautiful sleeping. Astaxanthin, this is red algae, outstanding in antioxidant. This is 50 pounds for 60-day supply. This is a very, very high quality product. We combine all our treatment with alkaline jug. You've seen my videos on alkaline jug, 35 pounds, 3.5 liters. We move on to alpha lipoic capsules. This is 30 pounds for 100 capsules. This is red algae. Red algae is unique in its antioxidant state for cancer treatment. This is absolute outstanding, 35 pounds for 100 capsules. This is damasa, or pure organic damasa in powder form. You take this 3 times daily in a spoon, and you can, by the instructions that we to follow, you will see that how effective this is in combination with sumlu. Sumlu is for fatal diseases. Again, this is 50 pounds for a jar of 250 ml. Outstanding compound. These combined all together is my treatment program from Natural Touch Clinic for all my cancer patients. As you can see, we have comprehensively covered every aspect, every part of your body for recovery, because that's what the cancer does. It attacks the entire body. We have left no avenues unturned to your treatment, to treating you the best way possible in the oxidative state that your body has gone into. See for yourself how effective this is. These comprehensive treatment program has been compiled by Natural Touch Clinic in the treatment of all types of cancer. This is standardized it. This program includes your cooperation into how to treat yourself if you have cancer. You must cooperate. This involves minimum of 16 to 18 hours of fasting, 2 days in a week with 6 to 8 hour windows, or do 500 calories per day food. If you can't fast, people find it difficult, fine. Low calorie diet is beneficial in cancer treatment. Also, I would personally recommend that you fast 4 days to 7 days, if you can, in a month, every month, for all those cancer patients. 4 days or 7 days, up to 16 hours fasting per day. That's all you need to do. 4 or 7 days in a month. It's not asking for much. It is you in a race to beat that cancer cells that are damaging your life. People ask me, what about the food? Yes, well, when you do eat, then it must be the cruciferous vegetables. Let me give you the list of it. It'll be on my on the video as well. Broccoli, number 1. Of top of the list of cruciferous fruits, or rather vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, cabbage, red cabbage, avocado, fresh ginger, fresh turmeric. These are the bodyguards, the protectors of your body. These are low in protein. It's low on fat. It's low on carbs. It has huge anti-cancer properties. These are angiogenic properties rather. That is the property that starves off the blood vessels of the cancer cells. So if the blood supply is cut off, the cells would simply die. It's not all doom and gloom. One thing you got to understand is it's not doom and gloom time. You can have your side dishes. You can have your side dishes. You can eat salmon. Oh, I love salmon myself. Sardines, wow. Cod liver oil, olive oil. These have anti-cancerous properties. The things you need to avoid, obviously this is a limit until you clear your body. You've got to avoid certain foods. Avoid cheese, avoid soya, avoid conventional foods as they have pesticides and herbicides spray on them. Eat pure organic. Omega-3 is very, very helpful when someone having cancer. Cruciferous helps in phase 1 and phase 2 detoxification of your liver, helping to minimize the carcinogens. I will give you the directions. I won't list because there's a comprehensive listing and you can follow these. But however, as part of my treatment program, I just go through them very quickly for your benefit. And you take the compositions capsule, which consists of various combinations of mushroom. My treatment is mushroom based. Each of these 3 times together daily, 3 times in a day with alkaline water. You've seen my alkaline jug. It's amazing. You can take the composition of, let me start, give you chaga. Take one capsule before bedtime. Cancer and tumors capsule, you take 2 capsules before breakfast and 2 capsules midday and 2 capsules before bedtime. Rishi, you take 1 capsule in alkaline water before bedtime. Sumblu capsule, you take 1 3 times a day. Damasa powder, you can drink this in glass of water. We have capsules as well. You take 1 capsule 3 times daily. Moringa tincture extract, you take 12 drops under the tongue. Always take tinctures under the tongue. They have connected tissues connection. Ashwagandha, again tincture drops. You take 12 drops before bedtime under the tongue. Black seed oil, you take 12 drops under the tongue, 3 hours interval every day. Alpha lipoic acid capsules, you take 1 capsule twice daily. Astaxanthin, it's a very high potency capsule. You take 1 capsule daily after food. Very simple. Garlic and carcinoid capsules, you take 1 capsule 3 times daily. Red algae capsule, you take 1 capsule 3 times daily. These are the most comprehensive treatment program in this clinic is offering in the treatment of all types of cancer. How to order these and all our amazing pure plant, pure herbal based supplementary treatment program? Very simple. You can order online, naturaltouchsupplements@gmail.com, which appears at the base of the screen. Or you can call our hotline number, which is the number that appears on my screen, and you can call us. Or you can come in person at our clinic and pick up or collect your order. We are more than happy to see all our patients. We will give all our time free of charge for all consultation and advice. It's free, absolutely. Or we will post out your order in first-class recorded delivery posting and provide you with the tracking reference number and photographic evidence of posting slips that your order is on its way for your good health. If you found our highly informative video to be helpful and interesting, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and do leave your comments, as we really appreciate all comments from our patients and customers alike. We will always reply to comments left on our channel. I wish you all the best. Thank you for watching, and may your God be with you, and do have a nice God blessed day.